Hi there, my name is Derek from the library's Makerspace, and today I want to show you how you can design your own 3D printable Christmas ornament with TinkerCAD online 3D modeling. I usually do this as a program with the teen department, but this year we're taking it online. Now, the first thing to do is to design your ornament's basic shape. It can be any solid shape of your choosing, whether you draw it on paper, make it on your computer with a program like Photoshop or even MS Paint. All you need to do is make sure your shape is completely filled in like a silhouette. You need a solid object. So if you're drawing a shape, if you're drawing a snowman, if you're drawing a star, you just want to make sure you fill it in with a solid color, preferably black. Next, we need to turn our shape into what's called a vector file, meaning instead of pixels making up our image, the shape is made up of points and paths which TinkerCAD will interpret to make your 3D model. Many design programs like Adobe Illustrator, for example, allow you to make vector art, but there are several free online sites that can convert standard images into vector files for us. Let's head over to this one, Vectorizer.io. Now, if you drew your shape by hand with paper and markers, you'll first need to scan your art or take a picture of it with your phone. Once you have the picture, you can head to Vectorizer.io and click Upload Images. After that, just navigate to where your picture is and select it. Once your picture is selected, you'll start tracing your image and turning it into vector art. You do have some settings at the bottom of the screen here, so depending on whether you're converting one of the hand-drawn shapes or a computer shape, you may need to make some different selections. For example, here I'm trying to vectorize the hand-drawn shape that I made with marker. I want to select the option for tracing a drawing so that it gives me a clean two-tone trace of that shape. Once your image has been vectorized, you can download the file. It should be a .svg file extension. And you just want to name it something familiar and save it in a place that you can find later. Now that we've got our vector art, we're going to head over to TinkerCAD.com. TinkerCAD is free to use. If you don't already have an account, you can create one for no fee. And you can also log in using your Google or your Facebook info. We're going to go ahead and click on Create New Design, which will open up the design environment for TinkerCAD. So now that we're in TinkerCAD, what we're going to do is click Import to bring in our vector file. If you are importing your file and it says TinkerCAD's workspace is limited and it tells you your shape is too big, come down here to the dimensions and look for the red number. It says the width is too long. So let's cut this down to 500, and it's proportional, so it's going to adjust the length to match, so you don't have to worry about it becoming distorted. So now you can see here's our vector shape imported as a 3D model. And this is what we're going to work with to make our Christmas ornament. So what you want to do is click once on your object to select it. You'll see a border pop up around it. And the little squares in the corner are called nodes. By clicking and dragging these nodes, we can change the size of our snowman. Looking in the bottom right corner of the TinkerCAD workspace, you can change the unit of measurement reflected by clicking on Edit Grid. That'll let you pick between centimeters, inches, millimeters. Additionally, when clicking on one of those nodes of your selected object, you'll see a number value for how long or wide or tall the object is. So looking at our shape here, we can see there's a little piece underneath our snowman that must just be left over from the vectorizing process. That's not a part of our shape. We don't want to 3D print that, and we don't need it. So in order to get rid of it, what we can do is we can use one of TinkerCAD's pieces of geometry designated as a hole, and when we group that with our snowman, it'll eliminate anything that it's intersecting. So we click and drag to create that whole rectangle. We position it so that it's over the part of the geometry we want to delete, and then we click on Group up in the top right. So now, as you can see, that segment is gone. We've gotten rid of any extra parts. I'm going to adjust the thickness of my ornament. I find that about 1/8 of an inch is a pretty good thickness. So now we can start adding some more elements to our ornament. We're also going to need to make a hole to put the thread so we can hang it up. Now, if you want to dress up your ornament, you can add other shapes that you've designed or just bring in geometry from right here in TinkerCAD. Earlier though, I vectorized a little word, and so I'm going to import that, and we're going to add that to our snowman. So you can see as many shapes as you want to design, you can bring them and merge them together. So here's our lettering, and we're going to merge that with the snowman so it's just raised slightly. So the next thing we need to do is create the hole in our ornament that the thread will go through so that we can hang it on our tree. And to do that, we're going to use another piece of geometry designated as a hole, this time the cylinder. So we're going to bring in the cylinder, we're going to shrink it down, and again, this is the one that is a hole. When we have it lined up where we want it, we just want to make sure it intersects with the 3D model of the snowman. And when we select both the cylinder and the snowman, grouping them creates the hole that we need to put our thread through. So now I'm going to import that other shape we drew, the heart with wings on it. We're going to make an ornament out of that. Alright, so here's our imported shape. If you hold Shift while you click and drag one of those corner nodes, everything stays proportional. If you click and drag it, normally it's going to distort it, but if you hold down the Shift key, it's going to adjust it so it's scaled. Let's see. Thickness looks good. Let's add a place to put the string. By copying the shape and making the second shape a hole, we can remove a piece of our original shape and make a little hoop to put our string through. Let's group those together. Adjustments just so that we make sure that the hoop for our string is flush with the base of our shape. So that looks about right. Now we're going to select the hoop and the shape, and we're going to group them. We're also going to add some text. Adding text you can pick from a couple of fonts. We're going to change it to say no hell. Just the height, the bevel. So as I'm adding the text, I want to make sure that it raises up from the ornament a little bit, but not go all the way through the back of our shape. And once we have it positioned where we want, we're going to select both the text and the shape and group them together. And there we have it. Now we have two little ornaments that we've made. Now when you get your ornament the way you want it and you're ready to export it for 3D printing, you're going to make sure you have your ornament selected and go up to the top right and click Export. Now at the top where it says Include, you want to select the selected shape, and then you're going to pick either OBJ or STL as your file type. Once you've done that, you're ready to pick the file name and the destination. Make sure you save it somewhere that you can get to later, and a file name you're going to recognize. And there you have it, a simple way to design your own unique holiday ornament. Keep in mind, if you're interested in having this 3D printed at the Vestavia Hills Public Library, just head on over to our website, take a look at our 3D printing page where you can attach the STL of your ornament, include any relevant info about what color you want it to be, when you need it by, and shoot it our way. I'll send you an email with an estimate and we'll get that printed for you. I want to thank everybody for watching and have a wonderful holiday.